Finally, you are here. What I am about to reveal will shatter everything you believed about the nature of reality itself. Right now, as you listen to these words, we stand at the threshold of the most profound cosmic event in human history. The date 9.09 marks not just another day on the calendar, but the activation of a hidden frequency that has been dormant for over 2,600 years. Ancient mystics called this the Great Dissolution, the moment when the veil between dimensions becomes so thin that reality itself begins to collapse and rebuild. Your soul did not guide you to this message by accident. You are here because you are one of the chosen few who will witness and participate in the complete transformation of existence as we know it. The universe has been preparing for this moment since the dawn of time, and now the cosmic machinery is finally clicking into place. The numerology of 9.09 reveals the most powerful transformation code ever discovered. 9 represents completion, the end of all cycles, while 0 is the void from which all creation emerges. When these energies combine on this specific date, they create a portal between the dying old world and the birthing new reality. But this is not just symbolic mathematics. This is literal quantum mechanics operating on a cosmic scale. Your DNA is already responding to the approaching frequency shift. Scientists know of only 2 active DNA strands, but what they refuse to acknowledge is that every human possesses 12 dormant strands waiting for the right cosmic trigger. 9.09 is that trigger. In the hours leading up to this moment, your cellular structure will begin vibrating at frequencies that have never been achieved by human consciousness. You may feel strange sensations, tingling in your extremities, pressure behind your eyes, or a peculiar ringing in your ears. These are not symptoms of illness. They are signs that your biology is upgrading itself for existence in the new reality. The planets themselves are conspiring to amplify this transformation. Mars has entered a rare conjunction with Pluto in the revolutionary sign of Aquarius, while Neptune forms an exact trine with the lunar nodes. This cosmic geometry has not occurred for over 26 centuries, and it will not happen again for another 2,600 years. Ancient Babylonian astronomers recorded this configuration in their most secret texts, warning that when these celestial bodies align in this specific pattern, the fundamental laws of physics would temporarily suspend, allowing consciousness to rewrite the basic programming of reality. Your pineal gland, the mystical third eye that modern medicine dismisses as vestigial, is actually a sophisticated receiver for cosmic frequencies. On 9.09, this organ will activate with unprecedented intensity, opening channels of perception that have been sealed since humanity's fall from higher dimensional awareness. You will begin to see energy patterns flowing through all living things, hear the harmonic frequencies of the Earth itself, and perceive the geometric structures that underlie all manifestation. The frequency shift begins at exactly 3 minutes and 33 seconds past midnight, but the effects will cascade throughout the entire 24-hour period. Time itself will begin to behave strangely during this window. Minutes may stretch into what feels like hours, while hours collapse into moments. This is because linear time is an artificial construct that only exists within the old reality matrix. As that matrix dissolves, your consciousness will start operating in multidimensional time, where past, present, and future exist simultaneously. You may experience spontaneous memories of events that have not yet occurred, or find yourself knowing information that you have never learned. Do not fear these experiences. They are evidence that your awareness is expanding beyond the limitations that have confined human potential for millennia. The crystalline structure of your cellular matrix is literally being rebuilt from the inside out. transforming you from a three-dimensional being into a multi-dimensional entity capable of existing across multiple reality streams. Listen carefully, because what I am about to tell you will determine whether you ride this wave of transformation or get swept away by it. The hidden frequency that activates on 9.09 operates on the Schumann resonance, the Earth's natural electromagnetic pulse. For the past 70 years, this frequency has remained stable at 7.83 Hz, but satellite measurements show it has been steadily climbing in recent weeks. On 9.09, it will spike to 39.6 Hz, a frequency that will literally shatter the energetic barriers that separate dimensions. Most of humanity will experience this as chaos, confusion, and breakdown of familiar systems. But those who understand how to align their personal frequency with the planetary shift will experience it as the most profound awakening imaginable. Your breath is the key to this alignment. Beginning now and continuing through 9.09, practice breathing in patterns of 9. Inhale for 9 counts, hold for 9 counts, exhale for 9 counts, hold empty for 9 counts. This rhythm will synchronize your nervous system with the cosmic frequency and prevent the disorientation that will affect unprepared individuals. The collapse is not destruction. It is liberation. Everything that has felt solid and unchangeable in your life is about to become fluid and malleable. Relationships that have been stuck in painful patterns will suddenly shift or dissolve entirely. Career paths that have felt like prison sentences will open into unlimited possibilities. Financial limitations that have constrained your dreams will evaporate as new abundance streams activate. But here is what you must understand. This is not happening to you. This is happening through you. You are not a victim of cosmic forces. You are a conscious participant in the most magnificent creative project the universe has ever undertaken. The new reality being born requires beings who can hold higher frequencies of love, wisdom, and creativity. Every challenge you have faced, every struggle you have endured, every moment of growth you have achieved has been preparing you for this role. Your unique combination of experiences and abilities makes you essential to the success of this transformation. There are no accidents in the universe, and there are no unnecessary people. Your presence here, in this moment, listening to these words, is proof that you have been chosen to be a guardian of the new Earth. The signs are already manifesting around you if you know how to read them. Electronic devices are malfunctioning more frequently as the electromagnetic field fluctuates. Animals are behaving strangely, sensing energies that human instruments cannot yet measure. Weather patterns are becoming increasingly extreme and unpredictable as the planet's energy body prepares for metamorphosis. Dreams are becoming more vivid and prophetic as the barrier between conscious and unconscious mind dissolves. You may find yourself waking at exactly 3:33 in the morning or noticing repetitive number sequences throughout your day. 9:11, 9:22, 9:33. These are not coincidences. They are countdown signals from your higher self, confirming that you are on the correct timeline for the transformation. Your intuition is becoming stronger and more accurate because the psychic abilities that were suppressed in the old reality matrix are reactivating. Trust these inner knowings, even when they contradict what your logical mind tells you. Logic belongs to the old paradigm. Intuition is the navigation system for the new one. 9.09 represents the death of the ego and the birth of the soul. The small self that has been running your life, with all its fears, limitations, and defensive patterns, cannot survive in the higher frequencies of the new reality. This death is not literal, it is energetic. The part of you that worries about what others think, that compares itself to others, that feels separate and alone, will simply dissolve like morning mist in sunlight. What remains is your authentic essence, the eternal being that has lived countless lifetimes and accumulated vast wisdom through every experience. This is why so many people are feeling called to release old possessions, end toxic relationships, and leave unfulfilling situations. Their souls know that these things belong to the version of themselves that is ending. The new you that emerges after 9.09 will have completely different desires, priorities, and ways of being in the world. Prepare for this by consciously releasing your attachment to your current identity. You are not your job, your relationship status, your bank account, or your past mistakes. You are a magnificent eternal being temporarily wearing a human costume, and that costume is about to be upgraded to match your true nature. The financial implications of this frequency shift are staggering. The entire global economic system is built on artificial scarcity and fear-based competition. When consciousness shifts to higher frequencies of love and abundance, these lower vibrational systems cannot maintain their structure. We are about to witness the collapse of predatory capitalism and the birth of what ancient cultures called gift economy, where resources flow naturally to where they are most needed. Money as we know it will become obsolete, replaced by energy exchange systems that honor the true value of creativity, healing, and service to the collective good. If you have been struggling financially, if you have felt trapped by debt or limited by lack of opportunities, prepare for radical change. The new reality operates on completely different principles of abundance. Instead of competing for limited resources, you will discover that the universe is infinitely creative and capable of providing for all beings simultaneously. Your unique gifts and talents, which may have been undervalued in the old system, will become essential and highly valued in the new paradigm. Begin now to identify and develop these gifts because they will be your contribution to the emerging world. The healing that becomes possible after 9.09 transcends everything that current medical science understands. When consciousness operates at higher frequencies, the body's natural healing mechanisms activate with unprecedented power. Chronic illnesses that have been resistant to all treatments will suddenly resolve. Genetic predispositions that seemed fixed and unchangeable will transform. The aging process itself will slow dramatically as cellular regeneration speeds up. This is not fantasy. This is the natural state of human biology when it is not suppressed by lower vibrational thoughts, emotions, and environmental toxins. Your body is a sophisticated biocomputer that responds instantly to the frequency of your consciousness. As your consciousness upgrades, your physical vessel will automatically upgrade to match. Pain that you have carried for years may disappear overnight. Energy levels that have been depleted will surge back to youthful vitality. Mental clarity and emotional stability will become your natural state as the neurochemical chaos of the old paradigm clears from your system. Begin preparing your body now by drinking pure water, eating foods that grow from the earth, and spending time in nature where the new frequencies are already present. Your relationships will transform in ways that seem miraculous. The masks and pretenses that people have worn to protect themselves in the old reality will become impossible to maintain in the higher frequencies. This means that relationships based on fear, control, or mutual woundedness will either heal rapidly or end naturally as both parties recognize they have outgrown the old pattern. But relationships that are founded on genuine love and mutual growth will deepen into levels of intimacy and understanding that were previously impossible. You will find yourself able to communicate telepathically with loved ones, sensing their thoughts and feelings even across great distances. Conflicts that used to create drama and separation will resolve quickly as both parties access higher wisdom and compassion. The new reality operates on unity consciousness, where the illusion of separation dissolves, and you recognize that all beings are aspects of the same divine source expressing itself in countless unique forms. This recognition transforms how you relate not only to humans, but to animals, plants, and even the earth itself. You will begin experiencing the planet as a living, conscious being of which you are an integral part. The children being born now and in the coming years will be completely different from previous generations. They arrive already attuned to the new frequencies, carrying genetic codes that enable them to access abilities that current humans can barely imagine. These children will not need to learn meditation. They will be naturally telepathic. They will not need to study healing arts. They will instinctively know how to channel healing energy through their hands. They will not need environmental education. They will communicate directly with nature spirits and understand exactly how to live in harmony with the earth. If you are already a parent, or if you are planning to become one, prepare to learn from these young teachers rather than trying to educate them according to old paradigm models. They are not broken versions of previous humans who need to be fixed or controlled. They are evolved beings who have incarnated specifically to help anchor the new reality. Your role is to protect their gifts from being suppressed by outdated educational and medical systems that do not yet understand what they are witnessing. The creative explosion that follows 9.09 will make the Renaissance look like a minor cultural shift. When consciousness operates at higher frequencies, the channel between inspiration and manifestation becomes completely clear. Artists will receive complete symphonies, novels, and masterpiece designs in single moments of divine download. Scientists will understand the unified field theory through direct perception rather than mathematical calculation. Inventors will see solutions to humanity's greatest challenges with perfect clarity. This creative renaissance will not be limited to traditionally recognized artists and innovators. Every person will discover creative abilities they never knew they possessed. The accountant will compose poetry that moves people to tears. The truck driver will sculpt with stone as if guided by angels. The housewife will design technologies that revolutionize how humans interact with energy. This is because creativity is not a talent possessed by a few special individuals. It is the fundamental nature of consciousness itself. When the barriers to accessing higher consciousness dissolve, everyone becomes a channel for divine creativity. The moment of the actual frequency shift will be unmistakable. At exactly 9 minutes and 9 seconds past 9 o'clock on 9.09, every sensitive person on the planet will feel a pulse of energy unlike anything in recorded history. It will begin as a gentle vibration in your chest, then rapidly intensify until your entire body is resonating with cosmic frequencies. For some, this will be ecstatic, like being embraced by the universe itself. For others, it may initially feel overwhelming, as their nervous system adjusts to processing vastly expanded amounts of information and energy. If you experience discomfort, remember to breathe in the pattern of 9 and focus on your heart center. The heart is your anchor point during this transition, the stable center around which all other transformations revolve. Send love to any part of your body that feels stressed or overwhelmed. Your love is literally the healing frequency that will help your biology integrate these changes smoothly. This moment will last exactly 9 minutes and 9 seconds, after which the new frequency will stabilize as the baseline for human consciousness going forward. The world that exists after 9.09 will be unrecognizable to those still operating from old paradigm thinking. Governments built on control and secrecy will crumble as transparency becomes the natural state of human interaction. Educational systems designed to produce compliant workers will transform into wisdom schools that help each individual discover and develop their unique gifts. Healthcare will shift from treating disease to optimizing wellness and supporting the body's natural healing abilities. Technology will evolve beyond mechanical devices toward bioenergetic systems that work in harmony with consciousness rather than replacing it. The planet itself will begin healing from centuries of exploitation as humanity remembers its role as caretaker rather than conqueror of nature. But perhaps most importantly, the epidemic of loneliness, depression, and meaninglessness that has plagued modern civilization will end forever as people reconnect with their true purpose as conscious participants in the universe's creative evolution. This is not science fiction. This is not fantasy. This is the most real thing that has ever happened in human history. The frequency shift of 9.09 marks the end of humanity's childhood and the beginning of our maturation as a cosmic species. Everything that has seemed impossible will become inevitable. Everything that has felt separate will reveal its underlying unity. Everything that has appeared broken will show its perfect wholeness. You are not just witnessing this transformation, you are the transformation. Every cell in your body, every thought in your mind, every feeling in your heart is part of the cosmic awakening that culminates on 9.09. Trust the process, embrace the changes, and prepare to step into the most magnificent version of yourself that you have ever imagined. The universe has been waiting for this moment, and the universe has been waiting for you. The hidden frequency shift begins now. And you are the frequency that is shifting. Welcome to your new reality. Welcome to your new life. Welcome to the new earth that is being born through your conscious participation in the greatest transformation ever experienced by any species in the cosmos.